in several villages in Peru. They claim to be attacked by aliens. And the latest here, this one is a very creepy video as well, very disturbing. The man on the left allegedly was hit by a laser, an alien laser. And then on the right, those are local news reporting what's going on. Let me see if I could translate it for you. We'll check out the video and the guy trying to be resuscitated. I'm hearing he's okay, so no need to worry there, but let's check it out. Also, if you haven't subscribed to Nerd Report, it's the channel you're watching right now. We have the latest. We talk about this and other things, so make sure to sub.
Unos 25 metros, vacío. Y que no podía levantar. Y el segundo disparo de leche que es unos 25 metros, vacío.
¿Y qué es lo que ha hecho este ser extraño para que pierda el conocimiento?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the guy on the left is the guy talking. And he's saying this weird creature knocked him out. It was like 25 meters away. Wow, I didn't know that.
¿Y qué es lo que ha hecho este ser extraño para que pierda el conocimiento?
Yeah, o sea, yo el mismo de disparar, yo pienso que mis compañeros van a venir también a apoyar, pues, porque ellos también estaban con retrocarga, pues. Ya, al menos, después que tenía un cartucho, nomás tenía, pues.
They shot at him. The aliens shot at him, and his partners were behind him.
Ya, al mismo de disparar, yo le veo, porque ya no podía ya alzarse, pues, ya no podía alzarse. Y yo me voy a correr, me arriesgo yo mismo, pues. Le boto mi arma porque ya no tenía escopeta, ya no tenía cartucho, pues. Le boto y le veo que no podía levantarse.
Ahí está de panel.
Claro, pues.
He unloaded every single round of ammunition towards the alien.
Y yo salgo del jardín, ya salgo ya, pues, porque estaba adentro, pues. Salgo del jardín ya, como quería agarrar, porque no podía levantarse. Siento una pasada más me llevo a la vista.
¿Pero con qué?
Pues es como una linternita, que sí, como un láser. Parece que me pasó.
And then to defend itself, the alien shot at him with what the guy is actually describing as a flashlight. And then the commentator, the guy interviewing him, is saying like a laser, and he goes, yeah, like a laser. So he's describing it like a flashlight. That's like Predator, actually. Pretty weird.
De candelas. Me
There you go.
visión, todo.
Once it shot him,
Directo, corazón, directo.
and hit him in the heart.
Me quedó privado, pues. Y yo no podía hacer nada, sí, aquí mis compañeros llegaron después, pues.
He couldn't do anything. He was frozen.
Pensando bien, digo, si la intención fuera matar humanos, a usted tenía para que lo mate.
Sí.
Estaba cerca.
Claro, estaba cerquita, pues.
He goes, if the intention was to end humans by the aliens, could have easily done it. So this guy is probably saying that whatever he got hit with didn't want to end them.
Estaba cerquita, pues, en la realidad.
No sabemos en sí qué es lo que quieren hacer.
¿Qué es lo que quiere? Pero en la realidad, pues.
Pero sí ha generado un pánico en la Jorge Chávez.
Sí. Toda la noche aquí espera. Toda la noche era.
Every night they come in.
Era
Hoy día piensa ya, ¿no? Hacer patrullaje también.
Sí, hoy día sí, también igual que van.
They are okay. You guys see the subtitles on the bottom. It's not translating everything. It's kind of accurate, but they are doing patrols every night.
Pero no van a ser vencidos, pues.
O sea que porque hay mucha población pues, que no cree de esto, ¿no? Porque
There's a lot of doubters.
Siempre aparecen seres extraños. Como no hay pruebas, no
Sí,
creen.
no
Pero
creen,
aquí veo
pues.
ya el testimonio de varios, ¿no? Ya es creíble.
Sí.
No es ninguna mentira.
Sí.
They're saying that a lot of people still are doubtful of what's going on because there's no solid proof, which is fair. It's something we've talked about here on this channel. But I've also stated that there's more evidence that this is an alien attack than illegal miners, because these guys are okay. So the story is, these guys and gals in the villages, they reported alien attacks, correct? And then the official word by the government was that these are illegal miners in jetpacks trying to scare the villagers away so they could mine the area for natural resources such as gold and stuff. But every video we've seen, the villagers are fighting like crazy. They're not scared. They are using weapons against these jetpackers, which is ridiculous. But
también no puede pasar también a un pueblo porque para que crea, ¿no? Eso también hay que estar prevenido.
All right, so we see the guy testifying right here. It's actually the guy on the left. There is video leading up to this where the people are frantically running into the place he's at and stuff that is out there. But there you go. Again, mass hysteria, mass hoax, or real aliens? What do you think? Subscribe to Nerd Report, nerd out. This is crazy.
Canada was a very stable, middle-class country with reliable institutions. To say that's gone is to say almost nothing.
Canada. Under Justin Trudeau, the former British colony has sought to position itself as the global bastion of progressive politics.
We have become a totalitarian state.
As his cultural revolution shows no sign of abating, I went to Canada to find out how ordinary Canadians are dealing with Trudeau's radical reforms.
The sexualization has become militarized.
Sorry about that. It would not pause no matter what I did. I kept hitting pause and it was like, I'm not trying to hear it. Anyway, hey, Timothy, how are you? So, amazing stuff to say the least. But come on, miners on jetpacks stealing gold? Do you know how hard it is and difficult it is to even operate one of those jetpacks? Okay. Now there's one more that I want to show you. And I have this this video separately, but being the fact that Lewis translates, I would like to hear him. There's a news conference, okay? And I want to show this to you because we've seen this man before, haven't we? Yes, we have. Let's listen to this for a moment. Let's listen to what else. And guys, we're talking about this just happened. This has been going on since July. Okay. Every single night, every night, these beings come. And the way they present themselves is they come in as these orbs, these lighted spherical orbs.
What's up, folks? Welcome to Nerd Report. If you've been watching us, if you've been subscribed to us, we've been covering the alleged alien attacks, the weird stuff going on in Peru. There's been reports of alien attacks. Authorities claim it's illegal miners. The villagers claim the authorities never showed up to investigate. And this has been going on for, it feels like 2 months already, where we've seen videos of alleged aliens, we've seen videos of alleged UFOs, and we've seen plenty of victims of these face peelers attacking and stuff. And now we have this testimony by this teacher. This is coming from their local news in Peru, Latina Noticias. This is from Peru, okay, folks? This is legit. This man would know if these are minors. Okay, could we put the minors thing to the side now? Illegal miners trying to scare the locals? No, especially when they're getting shot at, hit, and nothing happens to them. Because you're in a jetpack doesn't make you bulletproof. All right, let's see what he has to say. There are subtitles on the bottom. It's a little difficult to read, and I will be translating as well. Sometimes subtitles are not matching what the person is saying. Again, make sure you're subscribed to Nerd Report. I got another update that's just going to blow your mind right after this video.
Buenos días a todos. Es realmente muy preocupante la
Good day to everyone. It's very worrisome.
situación, lo que venimos viviendo en la comunidad de San Antonio,
The situation we're living in the community of San Antonio. That's where it's happening, basically.
porque ya son casi 3 semanas que hay un terror, una incertidumbre, una preocupación tremenda.
It's almost 3 weeks that there's this worrisome, this insecurity that's just tremendous in the community, in the population.
De la población, porque estamos sufriendo esos ataques de esos seres extraños que muchas veces no sabemos con precisión quiénes son.
The reason we feel like this is because we're suffering attacks by these weird creatures. We don't know who they are. We don't know when they show up.
Solamente sabemos que andan, muchas veces no pisan tierras.
We just know they are around, and most of the time they do not touch the ground.
Ya hubieron disparos, se les ha disparado, pero sin ningún resultado. No les
We've hit them with our weapons, and there's no results.
hacen nada de esos señores, quienes serán importantes, así que toda la población en su conjunto pide mucho apoyo por parte, ¿no?, a la Policía Nacional, al Ejército.
We are asking for the help. We're asking for backup by the National Police and I guess the government and the Army.
Nacional, al Ejército, que vaya a reforzar estas vigilancias que los pobladores.
To reinforce these vigilance, because I guess they're forming like small militias, and they're asking the Army to come and help, man. I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is way bigger than the Las Vegas thing. I've said it already. I'm sorry. Is this bigger than Roswell? Why no attention here? Like, mainstream media is not covering this. English-speaking media is not covering this.
Así, amigo, en la noche se convierte el pueblo de San Antonio un terror realmente, porque no se puede estar en una tranquilidad sabiendo que te van a matar.
Wow, that's deep. The middle of the night, it is hard to sleep. No one's sleeping because they feel like they're gonna get ended, like their life's in danger, folks.
Entonces, la policía se fue al lugar, pero solamente se fue, tomó algunas notas y se retiró. Entonces,
the cops did actually show up at one point, took notes, and left real quickly.
Causó también mucha preocupación eso de las personas, de los pobladores. Ellos necesitan que las autoridades se vayan y permanezcan en el lugar. Estos personajes,
when the authorities leave, the aliens show up.
no se puede decir porque son vestidos como en forma plateados, toda la silueta, no son bultosos,
they're plated.
Son plateados, si no pisan tierra, se elevan, los ven a unos,
they don't land on Earth.
De 60 centímetros aproximadamente.
How big are
aproximadamente.
Let's see how big they are. Hold on.
De 60 centímetros aproximadamente.
60 centimeters approximately. That's the size. This is a teacher. He knows what he's doing. I don't know what to tell. Why? There should be, again, I don't know how many times. Is this mic working? We're getting a lot of views in these videos, folks. And I don't know why these UFOologists don't go and just investigate, because you got a story there. Regardless, it's either, and there's more evidence of alien attacks. I'm sorry. There's no other way to do it. But if it's not an alien attack, it's a mass hysteria, mass hoax. It's still big. And they're using aliens. There's way more proof there's aliens here. I don't know what other way to put it.
Absolutely.
I have videos they shot of it. I'm gonna post another video of an alien, of a supposed alien from there that no one's debunked. There's 2 of those I've seen. That's right. Video of the Peruvian aliens coming here on Nerd Report. Have you subscribed? All right. Again, the comments is what matters. You guys go down there in the comments area and debate. Keep it respectful. You guys are coming out with some great insights, some great theories, even if you disagree. It's fine.
Sorry about that, guys. I was just saying that, if I would even, they've asked for reporters to come down, vloggers, reporters, they want people to come down to see what's happening. All right. All of these people are not lying. There are things, guys, that we just don't understand. Scientists don't know everything. And it's criminal for any government to continue to withhold this vital information from the public. We have a right to know any danger or any presence or anything that poses a danger to us. Now, there are some benevolent beings that are nice and kind, but there are some that are not, like reptilians. They are not nice. They are not kind. Okay. They are deceptive. And many believe they are, only 4 of the fallen angels were chained under the Euphrates. Many believe that reptilians are the fallen angels specifically, and they're creating their own army. Okay. All these these you've got the tall grays, the older ones, but you've also got these 3-foot grays, 3 or 4-foot grays. These grays, a lot of the ones that you see doing these abductions and things like that, they're not 100% biological. Okay. They are a robot on steroids that can be programmed to do missions, detailed missions. Like, I don't know, I need you to go out to Jupiter, go drop off this equipment on this moon on Enceladus, then I need you to fly to Mars, I need you to meet up with such and such, and then I need you to come back to Earth, park the vehicle over here. You know what I'm saying? Detailed missions. And then you wonder why people are so afraid of AI. AI will allow those to create those sorts of detailed plans and plant that into something, a robot, a device. But this is the new way. AI is going to replace people's jobs in certain respects. Get ready. Get ready. And where do you think we're getting all this technology? Where do you think the boom of technology came from? And don't even get me started on talking about fiber optics. And I guess I talk about it because I got fiber optics today at my home. And the thing about fiber optics is it's made with glass. It's not coax like your typical cable modem or DSL. Think Verizon Fios. All right. That is fiber optics versus a Spectrum or AT&T, which uses coax cable, almost like the same type of cable you'd plug in a cable box. That is coax. Fiber optics is made from glass. Coax is made from wires. There are 8 wires in a coax cable, and they have to be colored specifically. They have to be placed in to their Ethernet jack specifically in a specific color in order for it to work. But fiber optics is glass, which is why you got to be very careful about rolling fiber optic cabling, because you will crush the glass within. Now think about this. How fast is it for data packets to cross over glass versus 8 wires? Now, here's the really interesting thing about fiber optic cabling. Back in the 50s, in the 60s, a man named Charles Hall was a weather specialist for Nellis Air Force Base. And he specifically had experience with the tall whites. He has written books on this topic. He has also done some documentary type specials, which we have showed and talked about on this channel before. Very interesting. But what if I was to tell you that fiber optic cabling was available in these crafts back in the 50s? Fiber optic cabling is what they used to power their crafts. See, we're not even using fiber optic cabling to the most of its ability. We only use it for internet services right now, but fiber optic cabling can do so much more. Imagine being able to power a device, a shed, a house, a little shed, a room with fiber optic, not being on the grid whatsoever. And also within these crafts, they have figured out how to take the antimatter, the non-matter, what doesn't exist, and use it to power these craft. Even though we learn about matter in science, we learn about atoms, molecules, matter, right? Your body is matter, but there's also your body, outside of your body in the air, that's non-matter. Being able to take non-matter and use it to power a craft, that's what we really want. That's what America really, 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 really wants. And see, their greed for wanting the latest in technology has caused them to do all these cover-ups and to lie to us, to the American people, as they continue their charade, being read into all these different programs. It's a joke. It's a joke. We have a right to know. I have a right to know if I go out in the woods in the back of my home, if some being is going to be there waiting on me. I got a right to know if there's lizard men or reptilians walking around this earth. I have a right to know where they may be. Maybe I want to go down to a cave and go explore. Do you think I want to run into one of those? Don't I got a right to know if they even exist? There's too much video evidence. There's too many stories of people being abducted by aliens. There's too many stories of people seeing alien beings, trans-dimensional beings. And although we all cannot explain it, there's information that many governments have, and I'm really picking on the United States government, that you all have, that you could release to the public to make us more knowledgeable. We may be actually able to help you, because you have no control when it comes to this topic. The United States has no control when it comes to the UFO situation, period. None. There's times when beings just disappear right in front of their eyes. You have no control. And like I said, with the Mars pictures with NASA, they decided to release a lot of those pictures, not all of them, but by releasing them to the world, you get more feedback and ideas and thoughts, right? So just imagine if our government was honest with us, there would be so much feedback and thoughts and ideas. The next scientist may come up with something, but that scientist may not be good enough for the government. I don't know. Maybe they got arrested on a DUI 10 years ago or something. I don't know. That doesn't take away from the fact that they're a good scientist. And I stand on that. And I'm just using an example. I'm not talking about some axe murder or nothing like that. Hey, Jan. Hey, Emmanuel. Thank you. But, again, it is criminal to continue to withhold this information from us. Now, so my challenge before I leave this stream is I would love to challenge any other government here on earth, Brazil, Peru, Mexico, Europe, many of you countries in Europe, Australia, any country that has ever ran into a situation where they have access or they have a craft with bodies or non-bodies, whatever, I encourage you to come out. Put the United States on blast. Force them. We need a government that has legitimate evidence to come forward. Ecuador, Bolivia. I'm just naming places here. It could even be a small place, Jamaica, wherever. Any government who's ever ran into a situation where a craft has went down, even if it's just the craft or an alien body that you have on ice, or even a being that you have alive. Russia. But we know Russia's never going to do that. But there's other smaller countries that may. And I challenge you, be the first ones to come out and tell the truth. Do the right thing by the human people, by us humans. We have a right to know. Stop lying to us. Stop lying and trying to tell us these people are having their faces peeled off because it's freaking illegal gold miners on jetpacks. Jetpacks, last I knew, are hella loud. These things don't make a sound. And you mean to tell me you could barely operate a jetpack in the daytime, let alone at night? So they're just, traversing through the forest somehow quietly on their jetpacks. It's a joke. In Peru, you know much more than you're saying. There's been so many incidents, UFO incidents that have occurred in Peru. Their government absolutely knows what's going on. I wouldn't be surprised if they were in possession of some craft. Come clean. Do the right thing. And I'll just leave it at that. Again, I appreciate each and every one of you that came through. Again, catch me on my podcast platform, anchor.fm/leakyou. Lots of changes coming soon, but I'll announce it at a later time. I really wanted to focus on this topic, but guys, I am slowly transitioning over to do most of my content, as I was telling you all before, where I get paid to do it. Period. I may do 15, 20 minutes of each podcast here, but you'll have to come to Spotify and other places to hear the rest. Spotify, you can, it is video podcast. But Patreon is also something that I will also be utilizing, only because Apple, Amazon, and Google they're still not video yet. But Patreon is something I'm working on. I've already built it up, and I will be uploading my content there. But again, all the full episodes. So, trying to grow and do what I got to do. I've thought about trying to monetize with YouTube again, but I am eligible to monetize with Facebook. I just haven't done it yet, but it's all something that I'm looking into. I've thought about it, but I don't know. I really hate dealing with the rules of YouTube, and it seems like for some reason I'm always violating them, and I don't even be intending to. And so anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But again, guys, thank you so much for coming through. Please come through tomorrow about this time. Generally, I go live about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock each night. And on Spotify, my podcasts drop at 9 p.m., generally on a weekly basis. But I have so much content, I may drop a few sometimes I'll do some like 3 or 4 days in a row, right? But anyway, we'll see how it goes, guys. Again, I appreciate each and every one of you. Until next time. Shout out to the Leak You community. Please join us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Amazon Music.
Please hit the like. Thank you.
It looks like you lost another.